Hey guys, Nary here from DrakeWingGaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with another episode of Psychic Connections. I just can't wait to jump back into this. If you guys haven't, check out my newest video on Hrat. It's a Slavic first-person shooter in the style of Quake. And another old FPS game I cannot remember. Oh, Chasm. I think that was the name of it. Chasm. But anyway, guys, let's jump right into it, shall we? Alright. Let me get into character here. Ha la la, fi fi fi, fo fo fo. Okay, there we go. Do you want me to call her then? If that isn't too much trouble. Grabbing my phone, I dial Zoe's number. Hello? Hey, Zoe, it's Mason. Do you have a couple minutes? Of course. What's up? Well, I'm with Quinn at the moment. As you know, his phone broke, but he needs to talk to you. I'm gonna put you on the speakerphone. Hi, Zoe. Hey, Quinn. Sounds like you and Mason are getting buddy-buddy. I guess that's sort of true. So, listen, I, don't really know how to ask this, but I really need to switch dorm rooms. Quinn, I get that your roommate might be problematic, but I've told you there's a lot of forms, and we'd need a legitimate reason. Quinn bites his lip at this. This is the moment where he needs to tell her what his roommate did. Well, you see, the thing is, Quinn looks at me with pleading eyes, as if expecting me to say it for him. I just shake my head. He has to be upfront about this. We kinda got into a fight last night. A fight? Maybe fight isn't the right word. More like I said something and he just retaliated. The phone goes completely silent. Quinn just tugs at his ears while waiting for Zoe to respond. The moment passes quickly, however, as Zoe returns with a very serious tone. Mason, be honest. How bad is it? Well, as far as I can tell, he only has a black eye, but that isn't nothing. Take me off speakerphone. I do as the panda demands. Her voice drops to a very quiet but sharp tone. So this is serious, and I'm really hoping you'll be open to this idea. Is it fine if Quinn stays with you until we get this whole roommate situation sorted? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Are you sure? There's a chance this becomes a more permanent living situation. While not having a roommate certainly had perks, I came to college fully prepared to have a roommate. The fact that I'm even getting a say on it at all is lucky enough, despite the circumstances. Believe me, Zoe, I get it, and it's fine. I feel better about that than a lot of the alternatives. Thank you, Mason. I promise I'll find a way to make it up to you. In the meanwhile, I'll be up to your room in about 30 minutes. I expect I'll see you both there? Well, Quinn most definitely will be. I made plans yesterday for when I got out of class. Really? You've got a friend with a black eye in your room and you plan on going somewhere else? How important is this, really? It's not very important. I mean, I can probably cancel. She makes a good point. Should I really be going anywhere with everything that's going on? Mason, if you made plans, please don't cancel them on my account. I already feel like shit, and I don't need to drag you down with me. I'll cancel plans. This is more pressing, you know. He got physically assaulted. Yeah, he got physically assaulted. Don't even worry about it. One text and then I'm all yours, bud. A few taps on my phone and my plans with Jude are officially canceled. I feel a little bad, but I'm sure he'll understand. There. Plans officially canceled. That grin on his face. Well, I guess I'll see you both in a little bit then. I hang up the phone and sit down with Quinn on the bottom bunk. I felt that conversation went fairly well, but Quinn still seems nervous. Why is he still so stressed? Was Zoe telling that big of a deal? Was telling Zoe that big of a deal? No, it's just, I hate this. Hate what? This whole situation. I wish I could just snap my fingers and be in the future when I'm past all this. That would be rather convenient. Looking at my own hand, I do find myself wondering. Seriously? I was just checking. I don't know how any of this works, so I thought, maybe if I focused, then something would happen. I think you'd notice if you suddenly lost hours or days of time. Hearing him say this, I realized how absurd it'd be if that ended up being my psychic ability. I already lost enough time as it is. I don't think I'd want to give up any more, good or bad. One second. What about your visions? Is there any trigger there? Not really. The worst part is when they happen while I'm asleep. Because you can't tell if it was a dream or a vision. That, and I wake up every time it happens. Was it a bad dream, or was it a vision? Sometimes I really can't tell. Jeez. So I imagine there are some visions you're still unsure about? Of course. One time I had a vision of Jude and Aiden going skinny dipping in a lake. Together? Yeah, but I still can't help but assume that it's just a daydream. Well, definitely a pleasant thing to picture. It's also difficult to imagine the two of them being willing to do such a thing. I know what you're thinking. Hard to imagine, right? Aiden would be all, I don't want to get in this filthy mud water. Meanwhile, Jude would be all, I'm not getting in here with him or with any of you watching. You know better than I would, but I think you're probably right. I know I'm right. Those two keep walking around with sticks up their stupid butts. The two of us laugh, and time flies before we know it as we continue chatting away about little nothings like that. Hey Zoe, come in. Great, you're still both here. Yep, I'm here. I'm queer, my eye looks gross, get used to it. Haha, you're a real comedian. I brought some medicine for when you're done cracking jokes. Zoe pulls out a small first aid kit and retrieves a small bottle of cream. It's supposed to help with the swelling. Do you want me to do it, or should Mason do it instead? Whoa, you want me to rub ointment on his eye? What if I press too hard? If it's not something you're comfortable with, it's no big deal. Can't I just put it on myself? You probably could, but it's not like you can see if it's been fully absorbed with your eye closed. I guess not. In that case, Mason, do you mind? No, I suppose I don't. If you really want me to, I will. Zoe hands me the small bottle of ointment and instructs me to squeeze out a small dollop into my hands. In the meanwhile, Quinn shuts his eyes while I approach him cautiously. I notice a small body shaking as my hand inches closer towards his swollen peeper. Well, that sounds really strange. Keep those eyes shut. I'm about to start. Okay, just be gentle. I've never exactly done this before. Wow, this sounds very lewd. Something about what he just said made my heart skip a beat. Why am I suddenly so nervous about this? Because it sounds like sex. My hand starts slightly shaking as I make contact with his eyelid. Quinn twitches in response, but doesn't move away. Wow, that's cold! Sorry, just need a couple seconds. Does it hurt at all? Not really, it just feels strange. I mean, it's kind of similar to rubbing it yourself, but instead it's getting rubbed by another hand. It doesn't feel bad, though. Wow, this sounds really like sex! Alright, well, I'm almost done. Rubbing Quinn's eye like this is a strange experience. I'm finding myself studying his face more closely. Without being this close, I don't think I would have been even noticing how long his eyelashes actually are. They actually look quite delicate, almost elegant even. There we go. Yawn. Is it done yet? Oh, sorry. Huh. Oh yeah, just finished. Quinn opens his good eye while the other squints as best as it can under the swelling. So, how long until the swelling goes down? It might take a couple days, provided you also use this cold pack. Zoe then produces a small blue pouch with a distinct frosty exterior. It looks fresh out of a freezer. Do not press down on your eye with this. Just let it rest gently on your eye. I also brought you this. Zoe pulls a small black box out of her hoodie pocket and passes it to Quinn. What's that? A present from Aiden. It's far too inconvenient for him to be able to reach Quinn. Quinn opens the box to find a sleek new phone inside. It looks rather expensive compared to mine. Thanks, Zoe. I'm assuming he already had all my information transferred. You know Aiden. Always thinking 3 steps ahead. He really didn't need to get me the newest model, though. My phone wasn't worth that much. Oh, come on. The guy's loaded and he likes spending on his friends. One phone isn't going to break his bank. It's not like all that money is really going anywhere. Right. Quinn's mouth hangs in a frown for a moment, but quickly shifts back into a smile. Well, tell him thanks for me if you see him before I do. Will do. Will do. I actually should probably get going anyway. I still have a lot to do today. I'm going to be texting you about this roommate situation, though. We can't let that ass get away with this. Zoe moves into Quinn for a hug. Quinn looks shocked for a moment before bringing his arms in around her. No. The two stand there quietly for a moment, just while I just watch from the sides. However, at last second, Quinn pushes Zoe away. Shut up! I'm not doing that! Ah, I know what she said. Okay, if you say so. Just remember, trees won't make the lemonade for you. I have never heard that expression in my entire life. What the hell does that mean? Anyway, I've got a jet. Thanks for getting a hold of me, Mason. If anything comes up, don't hesitate to let me know. Of course, Zoe. See you around. Oh, by the way, I was texting with Aiden. If it's still good with you, we can head out on Saturday. To see the stars? Yeah, that works for me. You guys are going stargazing and you didn't invite me. That's like the rudest thing anyone has ever done to me. Zoe and I look at Quinn ludicrously. There's no universe where not inviting him to this was ruder than hitting him in the face. It's not like that. We're going as part of an assignment. So, maybe I wanted to come along just for fun. Besides, I never get to spend time with Aiden. He's always busy with something else going on, and while we're there, he won't be running away to do anything else. That's true. He wouldn't be able to escape. Zoe's face flashes with a devilish grin that just screams mischief. What nefariousness could she be plotting? Thanks, Quinn. I think I've got an idea how to solve one of our issues. I've got to get going. I'll text you both later. Before Quinn or myself can get another word in, Zoe rushes out the door, leaving the two of us alone once more. Quinn looks at me before laying himself down on the bottom bunk and studying his new phone. So, what now? Well, I've got class in a few hours that I have to attend. Though, to be honest, I'm considering just skipping on account of the whole being unable to see more than 6 feet in front of me. Right, that makes sense. Quinn hasn't been wearing glasses this whole time, so it might be safe to assume they broke. And I guess we're staying in then. Yep. Sorry you ended up canceling your plans. Hey, don't even think about it. You're my friend, and you were in need. Still, I feel bad. You have to let me make it up to you sometime. You don't have to do anything to make up for. It was nothing. Quinn crosses his arms and gives me an intense glare. It might just be the bruised eye socket, but I find myself feeling extra intimidated by his gaze. Okay, look, if I think of something, I'll let you know. Quinn sure seems insistent on paying me back. What's so funny? Huh? You were chuckling. I thought maybe I said something funny. Oh, no, I guess I was just thinking there's still so much I don't know about any of you. That's it. I'll just tell you some of our best stories. Your best stories? Yep, we've got so many, like the time Jude got his antlers stuck in one of his shirts. He got stuck? Well, of course. So, like, his antlers fall out in the early spring and grow back in during the late summer. He got used to not having to put clothes on with his antlers in mind, but one day he wore a shirt that was just way too tight. I practically died laughing when he begged us to help him out of the shirt that was stuck over his face. In the end, we had to cut him out of the damn thing, but it was still the funniest thing I'd ever seen. The mental image of the giant deer rendered helpless by a simple shirt is nothing if not comedic. Ooh, there's also the time Elliot accidentally spilled hot coffee on Aiden's lap. Or the time Zoe and I dressed in drag. Gosh, I don't even know how we're going to fit all these stories in one night. Quinn spends the rest of the afternoon sharing stories with me. I do wonder how many of them are true. Many of the tales seem like they'd be unlikely unless psychic abilities also cause a naturally klutz-like nature. After it snapped, she started whipping him in the butt with it. It was so funny. He spent $300 on that freaking belt and was talking up the brand. Geez, what did you do? What did you do with it after it broke? Zoe ended up making a bracelet out of it. Speak of the devil. Mason! Zoe! I just got out of class. Is Quinn still there? Yeah, he is. Awesome. Okay, don't let him leave. I'm on my way now. I guess she's on her way over. Darn, and here I thought we'd have time for more roommate bonding. Did she say what she wanted? No, but I guess we'll know when she gets here. This was what I was talking about before, by the way. She starts acting crazy whenever something like this happens. I feel like she isn't acting that crazy, though. If anything, Quinn is underreacting to how serious the situation is. He was punched in the face last night and basically forced to leave his own room. Maybe I just have a lower tolerance. If it were me, I would have flipped out already. Meanwhile, he's acting like it's no big deal. So what are you going to do while we... That was fast. I don't think that's Zoe. Sure enough, on the other side of the door stood... Oh, okay. We had Panda that had been by earlier today. Alright, I rushed over here as quickly as I could. Alright, guys, I'm about to pause it in a second. As quickly as I could. Alright, here it goes. Alright, we are going to leave it there for now. A little cliffhanger for you guys. Oh, I've been really enjoying this game so far. I really, really like it. Rook is doing such a fantastic job with this. I can't wait to read. I can't wait to read and play more. But anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And please check out my other videos on this awesome game. I've got plenty. And I'm going to be doing some more furry videos as well as more of Hrot in Doom Eternal. I still have a lot of that game to get through. But anyway, guys. Oh, okay, another yawn. Sorry about that. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.